worse. Not sure what the hell is going on with bro. Last I knew, Mans was doing pranks with like Lil Pump and like Akon. I think he was doing like predator catching videos or something like that. So yeah, I think he was like in the Philippines. So let's see what the hell this man's up to.
When it's been around 2 weeks since Vitaly was detained over in the Philippines, having a public press conference and learning that he would not be getting deported and that he would be held there in the detention center until his case came back across their desk.
That's crazy. If you ever been to a Filipino, I don't think anyone who's watching this has been to a Filipino jail. If anyone's heard of a Filipino jail, bruh, like, these are no jokes.
Which in Vitaly's situation.
Filipino prison. Yeah, I mean, these are Google image searches, but this is where Vitaly's going, man. Vitaly in here somewhere right now.
Situation could take literal years. Remember that this absolute clown was going around harassing the general public, attempting to steal police patrol vehicles as well as other items from the mall, and in general he made a joke out of not only their citizens but also their authorities.
I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan.
He's not chasing me.
I know.
Hello.
This was
Yeah, no, see, like, this dude's like 40. I get it. I don't because I'm not one of these fucking people. But like, dude, you're older than you should be doing this behavior, man. Like your hairline is coming back, my guy. Like Johnny Somali, that kid's like 22 or whatever. Like those types of people, and nobody wants to be like him. So I mean, dog, realistically.
Was something Vitaly would be unremorseful for, as he would even give himself a round of applause when they showed these various clips of his crimes he recorded during his live stream. Now this was obviously not taken like
In the day of 8 where we all streaming now. I'm sorry, we pausing every 6 seconds of the video. That's what's going on right now. So you know it's a good reaction. People stream every moment of their life right now, and dead ass just in court, and you got an international prosecutor pulling up your damn TikTok videos, kick videos, whatever the hell platform this man was on. That's a wild reality to be in.
Lightly by the people of the Philippines, and they would make it very clear that this type of behavior would not be tolerated now or in the future.
Hindi po namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas.
And let me tell you guys, after doing a little bit of research, the Filipinos are not fucking around.
Oh no, mommy, I'm gonna get arrested.
I do feel like Johnny Somali was the one to put this type of shit
Fuck this guy.
on foreign countries' radars.
I brought the baby oil. I was gonna pee ass. I was about to.
Like this dude is the top Korean prosecutor is about to get this man, and yeah, man, Vitaly, Robert, y'all cooked. I mean, and I don't wish prison on people, but it's just kind of like, what are you doing? You're not even like doing a cool crime, and there's no crimes that are cool, but it's like you're not doing crimes that people would associate with normal criminal behavior. You're just harassing strangers for a lame stream for $5 for like a group of 20 teenagers. Like that shit is so lame.
P. Diddy her ass.
And now it does look like Vitaly is going to be the sacrificial lamb.
Pero so it means it's clear he will not be deported just like that.
Oh no, hindi talagang we made a conscious decision not to have him deported.
And not only that, he may just move to another Asian country and do the same thing, right?
That's
For
right.
his content.
The security of justice, who everyone saw during that press conference, actually went on this news segment and laid out the rules for Vitaly's detainment.
He's not allowed to vlog about anything which goes on inside the detention facility. He will live on the national stipend of 3 meals at 70 pesos a day. That's for all 3 meals. He will get special treatment. He will live in a common cell, walang air conditioner.
So there's gonna be no vlogs, no cell phone, and he will have to live amongst the other people who are awaiting their trials. The secretary actually thinks this will be a criminal trial.
The civil trial, I think it's civil criminal. Maybe it's criminal. It'll maybe last 2 to 3 years. Then
What? Stays in. That's wild. 7 years.
well, the minimum charge, I think, will be 5 years per guilty verdict.
And at 5 years of imprisonment per guilty verdict being on the table, he might have literally racked up a lifetime of charges. Understand that Vitaly has been sent to the Bureau of Immigration Detention Center, where he will be held until a date of their choosing. And it sure looks putrid in there, guys. I'm talking about 3 people to a bed, no showers, no plumbing, rats and other rodents crawling around on the ground, and bugs crawling on your body as you try and sleep or really do anything else. Not to even mention the gallons of piss piling up in the rectangle-shaped community urinals. I mean, just looking at this place, I am in desperate need of a tetanus shot. I mean, there is a reason they literally call this place the Gulag. And I am going to be diving deeper into his living conditions later on in this video, including an exclusive leaked interview with someone who was being held there only a few months ago. But first, let's get to the president.
They said this place is called the Gulag. So what? Filipino Gulag. Oh, that's depressing. I ain't trying to see a massacre. That's really sad. Damn. They got drawings from in there. That's wild. It's like not even so much as like having. Man, that just looks horrifying. That just looks like. First of all, why is this on Amazon? Yo. Yeah, I don't want to see that. That looks really messed up. Bro, Vitaly, bro, I can't even pull this up on why am I on Bing also? What the hell is going on here? This is crazy. Google. Alright. What the hell Bing doing here over here? I genuinely don't know. Filipino Gulag. People, it's just Vitaly videos right now. Mania's Gulag, Bikutan Detention Center. That's what it's called. This is that deep ADHD goddamn deep dive right now. Like, if you're not in this, you're not learning anything about Filipino prison system, because why would you be unless you were in here, bro? We talk about rabbit holes, we talking about anything, we talking about everything. All right, I'm just trying to find a random prison that a streamer I don't watch is in now. The fact that there's a safe search, that shit kind of messes me up right now. I don't want to go too deep on this, so maybe one day I'll do a video deep diving on Filipino gulags, but
of the Philippines, Bongbong Marcos, who actually made a reaction video to Vitaly's antics. He would actually take to his own personal YouTube channel to address this matter, and I do have the little Google translation going on down here at the bottom.
Give me your scooter now. Give me your scooter now. Yes, you're gonna think about it.
Ang isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung kagalit-galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign vlogger sa ating mga kababayan. Ano man Pilipino ang hindi kukulo ang dugo sa napapanood natin?
basically he's saying, like, why wouldn't we arrest this dude? Why would we put up with this guy going around our country? Like, who in their right mind as a Filipino, I mean, I'm not Filipino, but I'm just like a human being, who in their right mind wouldn't get pissed watching some random dude? And this is a bit nationalist, sure. Like, you know, some people don't want random foreigners. I'm not getting on that. But got Mr. Bong Bong here talking about a valid statement, because Americans are known to be pretty annoying when they travel, dog. So Vitaly out here just doing the most, thinking he's gonna get paid on kick. There goes your steak deal. There goes your whatever. Like, Johnny Somali already did this, dude. This is lame. But hey, Let's go.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
That's my bad.
Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was.
So he's basically sending a message to the Filipino people here, saying that they should be outraged by this behavior and really they're not going to accept this. I mean, to me, when the literal president is speaking up about your antics, that's how you know you fucked up.
Nakakalungkot dahil ito isang naging bahagi na ng social media na nagkakaroon ng mga vlogger na nanggugulo lang, nang aasar lang, nang buwisit lang, nang babastos lang para makakuha ng mga viewers. Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali.
And like I told you guys previously, I do truly believe that Johnny Somali is the one who opened up this can of worms. He's the one that kind of put it on everyone's radar that there are dumbasses going around being disrespectful like this in foreign lands. And honestly, good for the Filipino people for actually putting their foot down and dealing with this matter before it gets out of hand.
Tayo pumalag sa mga bully. Kasama nyo ang pamahalaan para ilugar ang mga ganitong tao. Sana ay magsilbing aral ito sa mga pagtatangkang pumasok pa rito sa Pilipinas para lang hamakin at gawing katatawanan ang ating mga kababayan.
So yeah, he essentially ends the statement there by saying don't take our kindness for weakness, and that they're essentially going to take every opportunity to make an example out of Vitaly and completely fuck him up.
Don't go to these other countries acting stupid, y'all. Look at this dumbass. Look at this fucking outfit, bro. This is not a joke. I hate these. I hate this. I would never want to be in this, dude. I don't want to ever go to jail. But what the fuck am I looking at?
I also did want to show you guys this little bonus clip that I didn't get to show in my OG video about Vitaly, where he just continued to run around acting like a menace.
Follow me. I need toilet, please, toilet, please. I'm about to take a shit. Ay, caca. No.
Bro, like 35.
No. This is not how you make the burger. Show me how you do it.
And I gotta say, in all of these clips I've seen, the Filipinos do seem like very passive people. He goes in there and starts making his own food.
I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly McDonald. Ron McDonald is me. The manager told me to cook.
And it's just beyond clear that this guy sees himself as some sort of untouchable figure, when really he's just a glorified steroid junkie who should not have continued to have a career in the first place after some of the horrific shit that he's done.
So, give me
I remember when this mugshot came out. I think I was like a teenager, whatever. I was like a teenager. This dude fucking assaulted a lady. When this dude got famous again, it kind of just made me realize, like, we're cooked as a society for now, so it's interesting to see how this is gonna go out.
salt.
No, that.
Can I have salt, please? Don't worry. I'm cooking. Let me see what the fuck did I just cook.
And it's pretty safe to say at this point that Vitaly is just racking up all these different charges by the clip. Once again, another idiot who dry snitched on himself by live streaming the entire thing. Now, I've actually found several leaked videos where it shows the living conditions where Vitaly is currently at, and Jesus Christ, does it look awful.
Rats and cockroaches, overcrowding, and lack of basic facilities.
But before I get into the details about what's been going on over there, I did want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Manscaped. Did you guys know that 1 man every hour is diagnosed with testicular cancer? In fact, it is the most common cancer. Was out here doing all these crazy torturings at this place for decades. But honestly, it seems like the way they are still living while awaiting their trials is equally as bad. I think this dude just has that modern day PR team working behind him. And sadly, for a lot of these people being kept here, they didn't even have to.
Yo, Vitaly, you fucking, you fucked up, Vitaly. What are you doing, dude? How did you? Honestly, the fact that you did any of this and you got here. I hope anyone that's like, I will be an IRL streamer, I'm gonna travel, oh, I got travel, like Passport Bros and dumbass IRL streamers need to see this and be like, nah.
Necessarily break any laws or really step out of line. Most of it just seems to be like gray area immigration visa problems that led them to being locked away for literal years in this hellhole.
Detainees are held on charges of anything from visa violations to violent crime. Many say they are innocent, but can endure lengthy waits to present their cases before a judge. One man's allegations particularly stood out. He alleged that he went into solitary confinement without food or any human contact. He said he only had a rusty tap for water, which was undrinkable. He said that if you get sick inside there, you might as well be dead.
It's gradually got worse and worse. He was put into the cage, which was no taller than 3 foot high. He couldn't stand up, you know, and he just got covered in sores and bites. There was cockroaches. He became very ill, and so he would not have survived 2 weeks in there.
They were beating. Yo. Is my mic really loud or am I just tripping? Is my mic really loud or am I crazy? Yo, I'm just trying to get my mic right real quick. Goddamn, getting the mic right. We over here streaming. But we getting the mic right. We done reset the microphone. So like the sound quality should be straight for now. Damn, that gain up way too high. Whoa. All right, yeah. I gotta test this out real quick when the video is playing.
Just had enough. They couldn't take it anymore. He says that not knowing when his detention would end was like mental torture. Weeks go by.
Yeah, nah, Vitaly's entirely cooked, bro. Oh, this is ridiculous.
And there is literally no access to any sort of medical care. I did find this other leaked video on Facebook that shows these guys all laying around looking completely miserable. It looks hot. It looks
Overcrowded, and above everything else, it looks completely unsanitary. You know, the entire thing just reminds me of some sick shit that you would see in a history book talking about how fucked up some situation was. And it does seem like a running theme in these different articles I've read, is that if you do not have access to money, you are essentially powerless. This obviously is a corrupt system where money, or specifically pesos and yen, can apparently get you access to better living conditions with private showers and even air conditioning, as well as the ability to jump the line and really expedite your trial. And this is where I get to this secret interview that someone recorded in the Gulag, where a man from Australia discussed this horrible place.
Hey, what's your name? Sure, where you from, Peter?
Queensland, Australia.
Okay, how old are you?
66.
And whereabouts are you now?
I'm in.
Bro, 66 and you be living in there, bro? That sucks.
The BIWM, the Bureau of Immigration Detention Centre, Warden's Detention Centre.
The Bureau of Detention.
4.5 months.
4.5 months. And the crime you committed to be in here?
Overstayed.
Overstayed. Yes, sir. Okay. And what's the general timeline for someone to be in here just for simple overstay?
Minimum 6 months and usually around the 2-year mark.
2-year mark for overstay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
obviously I did have to redact
identity, but he says here that it's a 6-month minimum and that the average time to stay there is 2 years.
There is no charges to fight. I mean, it's just you're automatically convicted.
And so that's just normal processing time. Could be like 1 year or more.
Well, can be 10 years. I mean, there's no set time. It's just the way it is.
And you know of the medical treatment here. How good is the medical treatment here?
Absolutely none. I mean, I haven't seen a doctor since.
This man's 66. He's like, I can't see a doctor. I've been here for 6 months. There's no such thing as a doctor in the Gulag. I mean, that kind of makes sense, though. Like, what is this guy kind of expecting?
Here he says that when you get sick, they don't really care unless you have the money to give them to obtain basic medicine, and that several people have died since he showed up due to the lack of access to medical care.
When you leave here, everything has to be, you have to have the money yourself, otherwise you don't go, they won't take you.
And if you become ill or something like that, basically, what will happen if they're not supplying anything?
You die, I'd say.
You die.
Yeah.
So there he does say that if you do get sick enough, they will isolate you from everyone else, but it will be in a shed filled with rotting rodent corpses. He then talks about a 90-year-old mentally ill man who passed away quickly from pneumonia after he says the guards there purposely stripped him down and constantly threw cold water on his body, in turn obviously making him sick.
Let's try the anime firepower. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's go. Absolutely love that skin. Fan.
Bro, one thing that I'm always gonna hate is the wild juxtaposition. Well, loud ass microphone. But yeah, one thing I'm always gonna hate is this wild juxtaposition that you get from these YouTube ads versus the video that I'm actually watching. Annoying. But like, I don't want an ad for a gulag, but still.
The shed on top of the hill. Is it sealed up? Like it can
Well, he had to move out. The rats were getting too bad in there, and then they started killing the rats, and then the rats all died, and the place absolutely stunk. So he did manage to move out of there into another area, another medical section.
And what did he actually die of?
He died of pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
Yeah.
Okay, he had that when he came in, did he?
No, it's something you get when you've got no clothes and you get cold water thrown on you on a regular basis with no clothes. He was shitting the bed at night, that sort of thing. So basically what they did is they got rid of him, basically.
So they left him naked, slouched over a table, throwing buckets of cold water on him, which caused pneumonia, and basically killed him.
Well, that's basically what happened, yeah.
And this same channel did upload himself walking through the gulag, and it really just looks like a slum where everyone seems absolutely miserable, and at this point it kinda just serves as a Vitaly POV. In general, it was very hard to find information on this place, and these very few leaked videos seem to be the only thing to truly document their life there. I don't know if the person running this channel got caught, as the video with the man was called Interview 105, but sadly there are only 2 of these videos uploaded at this point. But just to know, the fact that Vitaly is in this hellhole is absolutely insane, and it should really serve as a lesson for all of the IRL streaming clout chasers out there, that it's really just not worth it, and that you...
Alright, yo, I think we're getting the point of this one right here. Again, what do you think about Vitaly's situation, yo? Bruwop TV on Twitch, YouTube, all that. If y'all haven't subscribed already, subscribe, tap in. But yeah, what do y'all think of the Vitaly situation? trying to get these microphones working right, but this shit sometimes be kind of annoying. All right, yeah, we going back. We seeing, we streaming, we reacting. What else do we got on the goddamn timeline? We going along, and what's popping? Let's see if there's anybody watching. I don't really know. Whatever. But hey, shit. Shout out to Dimitri Demon, a guy who was in here before, and he told me that my audio was not working. That guy genuinely was a huge help, so shout out to him. All right. While I do feel like playing some games right now, it ain't really the time. I should be getting to some showering and some other activities, etc., etc. I think we still got time to pop in another one. All right. So yeah, we out here, baby. Wednesday reactions. I'm looking at what's going on. I'm seeing what's on the timeline. We popping in, we popping out. If it's cool, we'll watch it. If it's lame, we're not gonna watch it. But at the end of the day, what's interesting, bro? All right.
This influencer was arrested again after allegedly continuing to assault.
All right, my bad. Shout out. I want to see. God damn, that was loud. Yo, I know that people are gonna look at this dude's name, and I feel like 30 different pronunciations will come up. I seen an English guy pronounce this as, or an Australian guy pronounce this as A to Z, but I read this as A to Z. So am I stupid? Can I not? Is like, am I not able to read? I don't really give a fuck. But bro makes fire little videos about the TikTok universe and like all the locales. So I'm gonna tap in with him real quick. Let's see what's going on with this one right here. Let's see this TikToker over here facing 23.5 years in prison for what?
Assault random people on the street for his pranks, which is an outcome usually left with his victims either covered in sludge, garbage, chicken eggs, or even body waste. Yeah, it's safe to say that pranksters are down bad. Thankfully, those weren't as...
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, bro. We throwing chicken eggs and... Nah.
bad as the original ones that we covered, because you might remember this guy from when I first covered him and his content back in early of 2024, as he made headlines after being arrested for throwing biohazard buckets at random subway passengers in Belgium. However, since then, not only was he released on bail, but this absolute moron doubled down and decided to continue with his antics. So I guess there was no surprise here that he was arrested yet again. So this is Yannick, a Belgian TikToker and YouTuber and Instagram influencer who was recently arrested for several charges, including violation of bail, insulting state agents, behaving disorderly, possessing illegal weapons, assault and battery, damaging public property, and handing out substances that seem to be dangerous. And I guess...
So this man done committed every crime, is what you're telling me. Like every single crime that you could probably do, bro done went ahead and just said, I'm gonna do that for the sake of the stream. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, a lot of people streaming, they not committed like that, bro. Dude said by any means, and he meant that shit. So I mean, if it hey, I ain't really judging, I'm just reacting.
I guess for whatever reason, this guy has built an entire online presence around assaulting strangers with buckets of the most disgusting sludges that you could ever imagine. Like mixing things like dog waste, paint, beer, and food scraps all in one bucket. His methods are always the same. He fills up a bucket with whatever repulsive mixture he can find near him, and I guess just throw.
Nah, dude. You all knew that kid in school that would just like he would take his fucking lunch and just like mush that shit together and like just stir it and be like, oh, yo, bro. Nah. Those kids are in jail now. Actually, I think I'm onto something. Like, bro, like it's just what stream, like I get it, like a 13 at 14, 13, 15, that might have been funny. Like you're watching Jackass back in the day. Bro's like, I'm gonna throw a bucket of paint at my homie. But it's like they're actors and they're paid for that. And it's like you know that they're paid for that even back then. Nah. That's fried shit, bro. You can't just be walking up to random people with the bucket of paint out here just like nah. Shout out to whoever watching right now. I appreciate y'all. We tapped in. Wednesday Reacts. It's been one of those kinds of days. It's actually been a great day. Been a great week. It was my birthday earlier this week. Been having some people jump in, watch. I don't know what's going on. If you're a bot, if you're not a bot, if you're AI, if you're a dude that left your computer on, if you're just me watching from my phone, shout out to you.
Throws in on someone random he finds on the subway. Then he runs as fast as he can like the coward he is. And
the Shaq-a-Roni's back at Papa John's with more pepperonis and over a half a pound of cheese.
So many orders, we had to staff up.
I am here to work, people. Where's the garlic sauce? Is he always here?
And yes, he really calls these pranks. But I guess the only pranks that he has to worry about now are the ones that will be done to him in prison. And I don't know if this makes this worse or better, but this absolute moron just seems to be doing all this for the sport of it, as most of his videos only get a couple thousand views, and from what I can tell, he doesn't even have ads running. So there's literally...
Bro said he's doing it for the sport. That's crazy.
Zero upside with him doing this. But back in January of 2024, he was arrested and charged with assault and battery, plus property damages. And I mean, at that point, it would be safe to say that most people would maybe go, I don't know, maybe it's time to find another career path, especially considering that he wasn't making any money from this. Like, perhaps consider something that doesn't require you being a burden to society. But not Unike. Since roughly 1 month after his arrest, this guy was back on this channel with a brand new series. And what is his brand new series? As you saw earlier, it was Throwing Eggs at Strangers Prank. Yeah, I wouldn't say egging strangers is anything unique. I mean, come on.
Nah, hell no. Fuck that. You are not throwing eggs, rocks, whatever the fuck at my car in the morning at 8, 9 a.m. Hell no.
Wow. What an evolution, bud. From throwing dog waste to now chicken eggs at people.
You ain't throwing eggs at me, bro. Hell, what the fuck? Dude. You playing, man.
What inspiring growth. I mean, this guy is so pathetic it's becoming depressing, but according to a spokesperson for the Brussels prosecutor's office, Yannick fully confessed to these incidents, stating that his videos were posted on social media with the aim of getting as many likes as possible. And there it is. It's all just for likes. It's not even for money. Because again, they aren't monetized. Dude is actively ruining his own life alongside of other people's days just for some basic attention on social media. Pathetic.
Yo. I don't even really need to say much at that point. This man just said it all himself. This man doing all this only for the likes is crazy. Like, I kind of think that streaming and making content has created like this sunk cost fallacy for people where they think that, oh, well, I've done this for 6, 7, 8 years, 2 years, a month. Oh, if I haven't gotten paid and I don't know how, but if I just get enough likes, if I just get them likes, oh, all I need. Like, man, I done got likes, I done got views. Like, people gotta understand, as if maybe things have gotten a little bit different, and maybe I'm just out of touch. Likes alone do not equal dollars. I wish for every like you got $1. People will be disgustingly wealthy right now. But you want to talk about some inflation, but nah. There'd also be people who'd be broke, but hey. The concept of this man doing this, you throwing paint on me for some likes, you threw eggs and shit on my car just for the like, you didn't even get paid. Like, if I sue you, and I won't sue you, but if somebody sues this man, he broke still. Does somebody, like, are we grasping that together in real time? Because I am. That's stupid. That is so dumb. I'll be pissed. Nah.
Is an understatement. And playing the clip without like hyper editing each egg throw, it's just so incredibly lame and dragged out, as the whole premise of this prank is throwing an egg at someone and then going, I don't know where the egg came from. That's crazy, dude.
This is me at work like every morning, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, what the fuck? Never mind. I would have chose violence really quickly if I see the eye contact immediately. Nah, bro, this sleeping home giving, I got way too much patience. No, man, no way. No fucking way.
So unamused as well. Dude was sleeping and he woke up with egg on him. He's like, okay, whatever, but now I have egg on me. This prankster is just a bottom feeder of society who will happily embarrass, humiliate, and burden random innocent strangers just for some attention on social media. But thankfully, the only real...
Like, bro, I mean, maybe I'm getting old, bro, but like, pranks used to be cringe back then. Even like Bunk used to just pull up and steal entire racks of donuts, this, that, the other thing, before everybody and their kid is doing that now. And that shit was cool until it started being like, all right, bro, you're running off on the tattoo man now. You're running off on the barber now. Oh, now you're staging yourself running away with a titty from Dr. Miami. Like, you know, he kind of he almost got a career from that. And now he's a born again Christian. He's living his life, bro. Who cares? He's doing his thing. What the fuck is this guy gonna do? Like, who's gonna? No, bro. Ain't no brand. Ain't no catchphrase. It's just menace behavior. Nah.
Attention he received is by the government officials, but sadly not before things got worse. Because on July 19th, 2024, this absolute moron decided to upload his 8th video in this dumping a bucket on strangers series. This time, he took his viewers on a delightful journey through the forest where he gathered supplies for his latest abomination. Here he mixed together various oils, beetroot juice, wood chunks, and some unidentified waste before dumping the entire mess on yet another unaware victim's head. And yes, this is while he's out on bail. This dude is working overtime to get no leniency from the judge. And understandably, fed up with all this nonsense, the Brussels Intercommunal Transport Company, they released a statement calling this behavior completely unacceptable. In quote, they said, "We really don't take this lightly. We immediately notified the police and instructed our lawyers to the latest incident of the public prosecutor's file on his previous offense." And this is where things start to catch up to Yannick, because authorities are no longer playing around with him. Because when the police searched him after his latest prank video, they found something that made his situation so much worse for him. A couple of tear gas canisters in his possession. I really hope that was not for a future video. If it was, thankfully they seized those. But according to the Brussels Times, a judge has now slapped him with quite the impressive list of charges: violation of bail, insulting state agents, behaving disorderly, possessing illegal weapons, assault and battery, damaging public property, and handing out dangerous substances. It's safe to say that's a lot of charges for some social media pranks. So to make things so much worse for the guy, under Article 401 in the Belgian Criminal Code, assault and battery with premeditation aggravating factors could lead to imprisonment ranging from 10 to 15 years. And this guy filmed himself dump a bucket of waste on people 7+ times. Actually, 8 times.
This man said assault and battery for the bucket dumping, and that's 10 to 15 years. We just saw Vitaly, bro. I mean, I feel like this episode just gonna end up being like pranks gone wrong at this point because, nah, like what the fuck? Pranks gone wrong, something of that fashion. Because, dude, how are you gonna get 15 years for being an idiot? I mean, actually, that's actually really fucking easy. But how are you gonna go ahead? You're pouring buckets of dog and paint and wood and human. Man, nah, man, you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Times with that most recent incident. And then you have dozens of egg videos. Pun not intended, but we're sending it. In addition to that, while the violation of bail sentence could be very depending on the circumstances, the illegal weapons charges alone can result in 1 to 5 years behind bars. Plus, fines ranging from $100 to $25,000. Then for insulting public officials, the penalty is 15 days to 6 months in prison, or a fine of up to $300. And the disorderly conduct may result in 3 years in imprisonment if the behavior happens repeatedly. And he definitely fits the bill for that. And he filmed himself do it multiple times and uploaded himself doing that multiple times, all for some social media attention. So it's safe to say he's...
Yeah, no, dude is cooked. The dude is cooked. It's this whole concept of like, I don't know, like, the self-snitching is at an all-time high, bro. I could say something, I could say some nonsense, and people are like, yo, bro, it's like, you could, man, I'm at a loss for words, bro. You filmed yourself doing every crime that these people are about to accuse you of. What defense do you have? You made no money. You just got likes. Not even that many. You're talking about this man's views were less than 1,000. I post a Fortnite clip, that shit get 1,000 views, bro. Like, that sucks, you know, like, damn.
He's going to get some attention in prison. And since vandalism is also considered a misdemeanor in Belgium, it's usually punishable with only like $125 fine or a prison sentence up to 7 days. So in total, and that's only if you count one of his bucket dumping videos, Yannick might be getting prison of up to 23.5 years. And again, that's only including one of his bucket dumping videos. He's done that 8 times. So it's safe to say he's really not helping himself to get any leniency here. And you also have like a very wide range of a potential sentence for that violation of bail and distributing dangerous substances. But currently he's being detained in Heron prison in Brussels. And on March 21st, it was decided that his case would proceed to the criminal court. The trial date has not been announced yet, but one thing is for sure, that his days of freely dumping sludge on random subway passengers, they're probably over. So I mean, the dude really threw his life away because he wanted to dump sludge on strangers for social media attention. It's actually so funny how pathetic some people can be. And I mean, imagine just being one of those victims. You're just trying to get home from work or school. Maybe you've already had a rough day and then suddenly you get a bucket of dog waste dumped all over you. Like, come on. Then, of course, that video was filmed without your consent for thousands of people to watch. I mean, the sheer narcissism you have to do that to someone is outrageous. The best thing that we can actually hope for cases like this is there's actually real-world consequences for treating other people as props to your quest to internet fame. But I guess this is what happens when you base your entire self-worth on social media validation. You just start doing dumber and dumber stuff for that basic attention on social media. It's so depressing to see. But in the meantime, Yannick remains in detention, awaiting his trial. The question is now whether the Belgian justice system will actually make an example out of him to discourage others from following his footsteps, or not. But if you're in Brussels, you can at least ride the subway again without the fear of being doused in dog waste. For now, at least. That's one step forward. Hopefully next, they actually throw him under the prison. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.